We didn't know much about Hull, and honestly, we didn't expect too much either. But after just one day, it's fair to say this city came out swinging. Is that what you was expecting?
No.
Not at all.
From hidden gems, England's smallest window, to unexpected laughs, Hull went from where to why haven't we been here sooner? So stick around and you might just find a reason to add Hull to your bucket list too. Good morning from the city of Hull, or to give it its full name, Kingston upon Hull. This is another new city for us. We have never been here before, so we're excited to get about and see what Hull has got to offer. And we're going to start our day in Hull Minster, right behind us. The bells have just stopped chiming, celebrating our arrival.
Yeah, okay.
And I actually lie when I say we're going to start our day in the Minster, because of course we have already been for coffee and breakfast.
Which was really nice, can I add?
And for breakfast, we started in Hull's fruit market, at a place top rated by the locals called Nibble. It was so busy first thing on a Sunday morning, there was a 40-minute wait for a table, so we opted to dine al fresco. Luckily, they had blankets to keep us warm. The coffee was nice and strong, just the way we like our first of the day. Josh opted for a breakfast bap with sausage and bacon. I had a breakfast bap with bacon and egg, but we were totally jealous of the big fat sando that our friend Kara from the Magic Geekdom had. But now everybody knows about the amazing breakfast and coffee we've just had, so we can crack on with exploring Hull and get ourselves in the Minster.
Although I'm a little bit worried because people keep walking down, they're talking to this lady and then they're walking away.
Maybe the service has just finished, maybe that's what the bells are.
Maybe.
Although it says it's open 9 till 12:30.
Okay, so we can't currently go in there until 12:15, the lady just said. So we're going to go do a museum. I've forgotten the name already. Street Museum.
Streetlife Museum.
Streetlife Museum.
Street life. It's the only life I know. Anyway, this museum looks really cool. We've been researching it online, and then we discovered it's free.
Absolutely free.
And
Even better.
we were expecting to definitely pay over £10 for this. So the fact it's free, we're even more excited than we were before.
Yep.
Well, on our way to the Streetlife Museum, we've stumbled across some of Hull's iconic white telephone boxes. Now, apparently, all of the telephone boxes in Hull are white instead of red, and I don't know why.
No, it's weird seeing them white because I've always seen them red.
If you know why, let us know, because we're intrigued why they're white here and not red. Maybe it's something to do with the English Civil War. The War of the Roses, right? One was white and one was red, and the Civil War was allegedly meant to have started here. I may have just made a completely tenuous connection that doesn't exist. Hull knew we were coming, Josh. They've rolled out the big guns.
They did indeed.
Hull's Streetlife Museum focuses mainly on the history of transport over the last 200 years. This fully immersive environment brings the sights, sounds and even smells of the streets of Hull's past to life in a unique way that we just weren't prepared for. Okay, I love this museum already. They've got this old pier tram here and you can come and get on board, take a seat, pretend you're riding the tram down at the seafront.
It's pretty cool. There's even, I'm assuming, the screens.
Oh,
are they screens? I don't really know.
Yeah, I think they are screens, yeah. But they've got some audio playing, so telling you some of the history and stuff, so it's really cool. I like the way they've set it all out. It looks really impressive. And this is just the first room. Oh, wow. Is this a penny arcade? I think it is. They have a laughing policeman. Right, let's make this fella laugh.
He's still going.
I've never seen one of them before.
Have you not? No. Now what's really funny is, I was telling you about these the other day.
Yeah,
and
like
now
just
you get to
last
see
night.
it. Yeah.
Oh, I love it so much. And now I want to know where every single one of these in the country is. Where are they left? Tell me all about them.
She's found another one. Oh, he's better. Oh, look at him. He's more agile. He must be younger.
Kids these days just don't know what we would do for a laugh.
Josh is going to the Mystic Lady. Let's find out what you are. Oh, what's that one?
Modest.
Modest. Okay.
Shall we race?
Shit, let's race. Let's do the Grand Prix Racer. This is going to be hard work, isn't it?
Very hard.
You have to push the plunger to start.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Oh no, I'm using my left hand. This is not fair. Oh man.
Winner for once. I've won in my life.
I
Finally.
had the camera in my right hand and I'm right-handed.
This one has naughty things in it. Oh, it's done.
Oh, they have a spiritualist room. Oh yes. Oh.
Oh.
Look at the skeleton. That's 40p you spent on naughty things now.
This one was better because it had jokes, and this was just naked ladies.
Okay, just around the corner from the arcade is the vintage car experience. This is £1. Kara has decided we need to do this. So she's just been and got some change. She's armed with £1. You're driving.
Oh, I have to drive? Don't Woody, you want to drive?
No.
Okay, okay.
It's your pound. We'll be backseat passengers. It seems like the way we go.
I hope that's not an emergency stop button here.
It is an emergency stop
Oh my god,
button.
it is and all.
Yeah, there is. Just don't push it. It will be fine.
Okay, are you ready?
We're ready.
Here we go.
Oh! I feel like I need to bounce up and down to make it authentic. Is there something blowing your hair?
There's a fan on.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Oh, the car's moving. I was not expecting that.
Fly just flew in my mouth.
Hold on, we're approaching a bend.
Whoa! How was that for you?
It was interesting.
I tell you what though, this museum's free to enter, but that laughing man is making this place a fortune. That's about the 6th time I've heard that go off in about 5 minutes.
There we go.
Oh man. Oh no, I scored no goal. Oh no, I've scored 2 goals my end. Oh no.
We're racing, so I'm not stopping there we go.
He just kind of goes,
Stop so abruptly.
Wow, could you imagine if train tickets were still 1 pence?
was that what that was?
No, probably not.
It was 1D.
One Direction. Come into my caboose. This is cool. We're actually in a signal box with all the old levers to change the signals, and we've just watched a video that tells us how to do it and make sure the trains go the right direction. Do you feel confident you'd now be able to do that and not cause an accident?
No, I feel like I'm a slow learner, so probably not ideal for me.
Of course, Josh was quick to point out the vintage ice cream van. I don't think you're going to be getting an ice cream from there though.
Can I have a 99p, please?
Yeah.
With a flake.
Come on, Steve.
Come on, Steve.
Give
me
us
a screwball.
99.
I want a screwball. Do you remember screwballs?
Oh yeah, I don't know if they'd done them back then though, did they? Take one that size.
Yeah, nowadays that'd be about 50 quid.
What is that? It's a sleigh, obviously, but I love it.
It's Lady Chesterfield sleigh.
Okay. We have seen a lot of carriages so far upstairs in the carriage gallery. However, what we weren't expecting was to see this little Victorian child's pony trap, but not pulled by a pony, like this picture, it would have been pulled by a goat. She's creepy.
But he isn't.
Oh yeah, he is. Oh yeah, we can go in. We can be royal, everybody. Oh, look at this. Bougie. It's very small inside. To London, please.
Apparently this is a little ride. Oh!
Come on, lad, hurry up with them bags.
Oh!
I love this museum so much.
Come up, me boys.
That is possibly the most terrifying thing I've seen. Sorry, Cara, but you look really scary. Even scarier than the Victorian child.
Oh!
Well, we definitely get ourselves into some situations, and they normally end up being fun, and that was no exception.
That was really cool.
We're easily pleased. What have you done to upset the man on the top deck?
I don't know.
He's ready to hit you with a paper.
He is.
Something that's really interesting about this Streetlife Museum as well is that it's housed in one of the old tram depots, and these are the original rails leading into it. That is so cool. Well, that museum was incredible. It is so much more than just a transport museum. Although transport is the focus, the way they've themed everything to make it feel like you're walking through the streets of Hull from years gone by made it really special, and all the interactive stuff was really good. That carriage ride was an unexpected highlight.
That was really good.
My favorite thing, my highlight, also the carriage, but more importantly, the laughing man.
Yeah, he was definitely a highlight. More so the second one than the policeman, because he
Yeah.
was very agile.
Well, the whole Victorian penny arcade vibe in there was top notch.
Anyway, we spent like 2 hours in that museum, so we need to crack on.
Yeah, we need to crack on.
And
Time is
explore
ticking.
more of Hull, yeah. It is windy around here. You were literally just swimming through the wind. But we're going to try Hull Minster again because it's gone 12:15. So hopefully we can go in. She did say they was going to be setting up for a christening, but we should be okay.
She also did say they do coffee and maybe some cake.
Sounds good. So we are in Hull Minster. This is very impressive.
It's very impressive.
First thing I noticed,
The ceiling. Really
that
cool.
blue ornate ceiling, it looks really amazing. And then the second thing I noticed was the incredible stained glass windows. They are so bright with the sun shining through them.
Especially with the pillars as well. The pillars is like, wow.
And then we've just come across the organ. They are massive organ pipes.
Just for
Like-
a comparison,
Imagine if they were to go off right now, I would jump out of my skin.
I would probably jump to.
But the vicar, the priest, the bishop was really nice anyway. Don't laugh at me. I don't know which one he is. He said, like, we've got a baptism starting at 1:30. They're getting ready for it, but we were more than welcome to come in, have a wander around,
Sounds good.
and leave before 1:30, which gives us 40 minutes.
One problem is the cafe isn't open because I heard them say that.
The cafe isn't open, but the toilets are, so if you need the toilet, that's all good. And there's cafes just outside, so we can get coffee after.
Coffee dance.
Oh no,
Coffee
not a coffee
dance.
dance.
Coffee dance.
Honestly, this is where the organist is watching you and he just goes, "Dong." Well, Hull Minster was definitely worth the wait because it was absolutely beautiful in there. And the thing we find when we visit cathedrals and minsters is that there's always a unique story in each one. So in there, I noticed some flags that were all falling apart. So I asked what the story behind them was, and they are flags from war battalions, and they fall apart, they're really old. The church isn't allowed to touch them until they fall down, and then they bury them. And I just found that fascinating. It was something unique. I don't think we've seen that in any other cathedral or minster we've been in.
And we've been in quite a lot.
But definitely look up when you go in there because those ceilings are something else. Anyway, I need a drink.
Coffee. Coffee.
So right opposite the Minster, we've just found a place called Hearth Bakery. Gone in to grab a coffee, and they do a brown sugar and cinnamon cold brew. So we were all over that.
We wasn't quite expecting there to be some sort of cream on top.
No, we weren't.
Not complaining.
I haven't been able to try or mix mine yet.
Oh, I've tried mine. It's pretty good.
It's really good, is it? Oh, nice. And the sun's come out. It's not as chilly as it was earlier.
Still really windy though. Not at this precise moment, but it's windy.
Well, cheers.
Cheers.
To Hull, or Kingston upon Hull, if you want to give it its full name. We're going to wander that street behind you now through the old town because we need to go and find the smallest window in the country.
Hull is great, and you know what else is great? Subscribing to JJ Extra, the channel. If you are new here or you've only watched a few of their videos, make sure that you hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, because they do all kinds of stuff, not just in Yorkshire, but all over the place. So subscribe, hit the notification bell, and have fun watching like I do.
Well, we found the George Hotel, which is one of Hull's oldest coaching inns dating back to the 1600s and home to England's smallest window. Is that what you was expecting?
No.
Not at all.
I mean, it's true, it is a tiny window.
It's tiny, but we were saying we was expecting a small window, not a long slit.
But apparently, because it was a coaching inn, somebody used to sit inside and see the coaches turn up, and it was like, I'm here, but you can't see me. A bit like John Cena. Now, we've done a lot of historical stuff since we've arrived here in Hull, so it's time for us to switch it up a little bit and go to Hull's #1 tourist attraction, and this is most definitely one for you, because that behind you is the Deep.
I'm excited.
I made that sound really dramatic.
You did.
And if you're wondering what the Deep is, it's an aquarium, but it's no ordinary aquarium.
It's a unique one.
It's the world's largest subterrium.
Which means it's underground?
Or at least part of it is underground, yeah. Well, here we go, just for you, a very unique aquarium, £23.
Annual pass.
Annual pass.
I mean, it's going to be like a 5-hour drive to come here, but
we could do it.
We might use it again.
What a day trip that would be. However, it felt a little bit weird with this being the largest subterrium in the world that we've just come up 3 floors in a lift to begin. But we are greeted by quite an incredible view out along the River Humber. You'll see more fish the other way.
Let's see this way.
Located on the waterfront overlooking the Humber estuary, the Deep is Hull's multi-award-winning aquarium. Their focus is on both education and conservation, but this attraction is far from boring. Their mission statement is to create a deeper understanding and enjoyment of the world's oceans and inspire positive change for their survival. Let's explore the Deep. Oh, we might have said that this aquarium was very much for Josh, but they have penguins, and that's very much for me.
We could always skip them.
We are not skipping the penguins. Most of the penguins were hiding from this viewpoint, except this little guy that was excited to see us. But luckily, there would be more chances to see them later.
See anything exciting?
I can see fish.
Not the best view from my end, though.
I heard that.
Oh, damn it. Anything exciting? Fish.
This is the Endless Ocean, an enormous tank filled with 2.5 million litres of water, and is home to some of the most awe-inspiring animals in the ocean. We spent an eternity stood here, fascinated by the creatures passing by the window, from giant rays and various sharks to the unexpected sight of a massive sawfish and the incredible loggerhead turtle. Now it's into the Kingdom of Ice for a closer look at those cheeky penguins. Oh, is that an actual ice wall?
Yeah.
Oh man. Kara's found a photo booth and she's insisting that we all try and squeeze in here somehow. I'm going to sit on your lap, Josh, so you can go first.
That's fine, that's fine.
Right. This is going to be interesting.
Oh, sorry. I literally sat on Kara's lap then.
Hang on a minute.
Oh, my arm.
Oh, hang on. Nailed that, look, we're in. Yay! Oh well. That was the most uncomfortable photo booth experience ever. It's time for the pièce de résistance, the underwater viewing tunnel through the endless ocean. Well, the tunnel is almost the grand finale, as there is a lift that goes through the endless ocean tank and you get to ride it back to the surface. And as we exited through the gift shop, we grabbed ourselves a cute little biscuit each. We knew that was going to be a unique aquarium going in, being the world's largest subterrium, but that was a really unique feeling experience.
It really was. There's a bit of everything. There was like, obviously you had fish and then you had like other things to look at and then more fish. It just wasn't fish. You know what I mean?
That was a lot of fish. But I like the way that they really made you feel like you were deep under the sea.
Yeah.
I know it's called the deep,
yeah,
but they had this unique way of making everything feel a little bit creepy and a little bit mysterious.
One thing that was really cool at the end, you can go up in a lift up the shark aquarium, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's definitely unique. I've never done that before. You can take the stairs as well. Apparently that goes through the aquarium, but hey, a bubble lift, we were sold.
When can you say you've done that?
Exactly. Well, we've just had a walk through the fruit market here in Hull.
Which is really nice. I'm glad we walked through it.
But the reason we came this far is because we wanted to see the horizontal steam engine, and we can see it. Unfortunately, we can't get to it. So close, yet so far. Hull's fruit market is a vibrant area of the city that is home to plenty of independent retailers and popular places for both tourists and locals alike to relax with a drink or get some food from one of the many bars and restaurants. So we've just stumbled across this. It's one of those sculpture art trails where you can go and find all of the different ones. This one is a rat.
I don't think I've ever come across a rat one before.
No, I don't. They're normally like nice animals. Bears, yeah.
Animals like
nice
bears.
Animals like bears.
I do like a rat though, they're cute. What?
Okay.
I used to have 2 pet rats.
Why does that not surprise me? Now, while we're on the subject of animals as well, we have seen these all around the fruit market. And I say all around the fruit market, I think this is the 3rd one we've seen now. It's a moth, a colourful moth. We've seen 3 different ones. If anybody knows why they are around, please let us know. I'm assuming it's something to do with the fact it used to be a fruit market.
Lee,
Were
you're
moths
probably
on
right.
the fruit? Is that a thing?
Woo!
Still windy, by the way.
Still windy.
But we were getting hungry, so we headed into Bert's Pizza and Gelato on Queen Street, a popular and trendy spot for some wood-fired pizza and some potato wedges with Hull's famous chip spice. Everything we had was delicious, but we had to take some away for later. Now, we couldn't visit Hull for the first time and not come down here to the shoreline of the River Humber and see the iconic Humber Bridge. Now, when this opened, it was the longest single span suspension bridge in the world before it was overtaken by one in Japan. But my God, is it an impressive sight across the River Humber.
When you see the pictures, you don't think, oh, it's not that long, but in person it is long.
It is huge, and as you know, it has been really windy today. It's not quite so bad now. It was blowing an absolute hoolie this morning, and we had to drive over that bridge on the way into Hull, and that was an experience.
The car was wobbling.
We had to go 30. There was a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit on there, and I'm glad there was, because that was hair-raising. It was definitely one way to wake you up in the morning on the way into Hull, and then the coffee done the trick. But
yeah,
there's a whole country park and everything down here. This area used to be a chalk quarry, and there's old mills and everything down here. So it's a really beautiful area actually to come and spend the evening, go running, go walking, have a picnic. We're not going to do that because we've just had pizza, but
yep,
I'm actually surprised how beautiful it is down here, and the sight of that bridge, just incredible.
I think we picked a good day, even though it's windy. The sky is kind of clear.
Yep, and
apart from the big cloud that's down there. But let's ignore that bit.
We'll ignore that bit. We'll be in the car before that gets over here.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, absolutely loved Hull today though. If you want to see another one of Yorkshire's incredible cities that also took us a little bit by surprise, then click the video on screen now and join us as we explore the city of Leeds. There was loads of museums, loads of good food, and the architecture there, absolutely stunning. So we will see you in Leeds.
See you there.